Alright. Adjust. A little bit of adjusting this way. And there we go. Alright. As promised. We've got ourselves a gang war to investigate. Somebody is fighting one of our enemies. We don't care who it is. We'll join them. We're on your team, guys, whoever you are. The enemy of our enemy. Alright, let me see. Posting to Discord now. Control V. At here. Alright, there we go. Got it on my Discord. And then over here on the Xcom Files Discord. Perfect. Okay. Alright then. Okay. This is a mission. There's a bunch of missions like this where you have allies, but none of them are common. You saw the one where I shot down, where the military shot down the UFO. If you got any of those during the first few months, it's fantastic. Huh, I put this one on the wrong tile. Now my bases don't match. It doesn't really matter in the long run, but they're not identical. Also, this always bothers me. At some point, I'll not. If when I start becoming worried about enemy attacks, I'll knock this gym out. Honestly, I'd prefer a hallway, but I'll probably end up with a single hangar in this base and building another base to be a, you know, later game. Later game. Hey there, wings! Yes? It has this whole time! I was getting a lot of questions about why in the world a ball cap when I started this series. Yes, it's been there the whole time, and there's been writing on it the entire time, but the lighting and the camera makes the writing hard to read. But, now that you ask... Let's see, give me 1 second. Yeah, with the camera, I doubt you can read it very well. Alien Response Tactical Unit. It's been there the whole time! Okay, so... Let's see, right, so, See, if you're gonna be spooky government agents operating in plain sight, you have to be able to operate in plain sight. Okay, so right, so we're gonna come from... I guess no one else is gonna be able to reach them? Actually, somebody else can. So, the problem with base 1 is we have nobody. I've got 3 people who can still move. Everyone's dead. There's nobody left in this base. So I ordered more agents. They're coming in. And honestly, we're going to have to see, like, even... We've still got a Drowbard, a Buster, a Besmer, and Cyrex is our strongest agent. He was only around for like the first stream, I think, but his character has survived, which everyone else is dead. We've been having a very rough time. These agents are honestly kind of... Well, look, this is the best one, and she's been on 10 missions. These guys are kind of noobs still. Like, they've got nobody better than a senior agent. The wannabe superheroes here. Well, we've got a couple wannabe supervillains in the mix now. It's hard for me to... I think this character still is unnamed, so we've got one more I missed. But yeah, as I seek out the lamest heroes who ever were. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to load the ship up. We were fighting some I think it was a monster attack was the last mission they did. Or maybe it was a strange creature. I can't quite remember. Anyway, they're going to put on a bunch of armored vests, and they are going to get to it. Because they have agents who can move, and there's no way this base reaches. Yeah, basically placeholder. I never did name this place. Placeholder is currently my strongest base in terms of my agents. 30 missions, 24, there's a 26 in there. Yeah, on a whole, this is where my best troop lineup is right now. We're so hard up. Perhaps private, but would you wish to live without swag? Okay, the Black Ops auto shotgun. I want this. Looking for a breaching weapon? Look no further. Black Ops Industries has just the thing you need. Yes. Yes, it does. Alright. I don't have the money to support more scientists, but I'm pushing the proper science lab anyway. Because eventually we will. London met detective who survives on anxiety, coffee, and chocolate, according to informants, often implicated but never confirmed to participate in brutal killing sprees, which cease soon after he starts working on them. Under surveillance. Well, that probably has nothing to do with us. Ah, there we go. Okay, we just got an influx of new blood. Anybody who wants a character named after them? Well, more doomed souls have arrived. Yeah. Admittedly, they do suck right now, but we've got plenty of room in the gym. Get to work. Alright, there we go. And a couple of dogs, too. Cool. Whoa, wait a sec. What was that? You! Thomas! Get in the gym. Okay, there we go. The video on Netflix. Did I watch a video on Netflix? I can't remember. Remind me what it was about. Yeah, I can't remember. Remind me what it was about. Alright, Red Dawn competes with another gang for control over the area. Now the conflict has escalated to an open battle! We must support the other side. We don't care who they are! What? The necrophiliac gang? Yeah, sure, whatever. Side with them. Wait, they do what? Oh, we're on their team anyway. They're fighting Red Dawn. Okay. Oh, you're a little bit of a wimp. Can you just... This probably doesn't need this. Probably. Alright, let's see. There we go. Alright. I mentioned these guys, this base here, they're kind of wimps. Yeah, they kind of are. I wish I could look up the agents. Oh, here they are. Wish I could look up their commendations from here. There's probably a way. I just don't know it. To know whether or not they need more luckies. Okay, let's see. The minigun's a little bit iffy here. I mean, it's a fantastic weapon, but there might be quote-unquote friendlies that we don't want to hit. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a secondary weapon. That's a little bit of a weird loadout, but it is a weird loadout. As for you... Oh, did I run out of shurikens? I'll need to fix that. I'm going to give you an SMG. I like the sniper rifle and SMG loadout because close range, long range, I think it's good. I doubt there's going to be anyone we want to capture, but yeah, just in case. Okay. Oh, come on, they're all facing me. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, hey, Drawbard. Hey, sup? Hey, looks like we got all kinds of people here. Let me see. Physical Stranger Things? I've never seen Stranger Things. Alright. Well, now I wish I had that minigun. Not good. Do you think they have grenades? Oh. Hey, that's a friendly! You know what? I think I can tank it. Oh shit, they're shooting at me from behind. Shoot at me from the direction the shield's pointing. Everywhere else is illegal. Alright. Yeah, I've only ever seen the gang war happen in a city. I've never seen it in a forest. How polite of them to reduce collateral damage. Man, I'm glad these guys suck at shooting. Anyway, if we're lucky, they'll spend most of their time shooting at the hooligans and not us. Alright. There's so many of them! Okay, good. That's their boss. Oh, if I could do enough damage to make them panic, but it's unlikely. The good news is... these guys, I don't really mind if I lose a few of these agents. They're not exactly my most important agents, you know? Alright. Oh no! I meant to use flashbang. He just chucked it. Okay, well. Alright, drop that. You're gonna stay aboard, and... What was that? How do you hit that? You give somebody a sniper rifle, and you kind of expect them to, you know, snipe. Alright, well, that was it. That was our turn. So we took out 4. That's not very promising for an opening round. I just have to hope that the hooligans absorb most of the weapons fire. There are a lot of them. But, well, we'll just see what happens. Here we go! Hey, Suntrap! How's it going? Oh my gosh. Bullets! Bullets everywhere! Oh no, you think you lost your job? That's horrible. That's absolutely terrible. Oh, that video about Netflix. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Well, I don't think there's going to be any criminals left in this area. I think this forest is going to be crime-free after this encounter. These poor gangers had no idea that their opponents had physically enhanced themselves. It's a gang war. We showed up to help the gangsters. So some of these guys, the guys in red, are technically on our team for this fight. My gosh, it's still going. Guys, are you sure we should be here? I know that we don't like Red Dawn and want to oppose them everywhere we find them, but, don't you think this is a bit much? Right now, the air is more, lead than oxygen. Now the gangsters are getting their turn. Shooting back. There's so many dead gangers. Holy crap. We only got 4 enemies. Red Dawn wiped out at least half of theirs. Which means they're going to be pointing their guns at me soon. On the other hand, they're not going to have any time units left. Alright, let me see what the casualty rate is. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7 that I can see, and they only killed 1 Red Dawn. They lost 7, killed 1. In other words, our team is losing, so we'd better get on that. That wasn't what I was aiming for, but I'm okay with that. Okay, 2. Hey, you, where are you going with that stick? Okay, duck. The bullets are going to come from every direction, which is very unfortunate, but no explosives today. Oh, come on. Come on, Mr. Kite. You can do better than that. We're going to have to reload soon. Let's see. And I guess it's a long range for him. Miss. Alright. Turning. Guys, come on. You're killing me here. Oh, no! Four bullets to take down a guy with a stick? What was he doing? hitting them out of the air with his, like their fastballs? Okay, guys, we, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we only got 4 of them again. Oh, guys. We're almost out of gangsters. There's a little pocket of them over there, and there's one over here. Maybe there's another one in this area, another pocket of them. But I think most of these bullets have got Xcom's name on them. Good news is we haven't been hurt yet. Ooh. That's rough. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Sup. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, they're still fighting the gangsters primarily. Thankfully. People talked about their experience at a Disney theme park. Oh shit, I got you in the back. Oh my gosh, I'm taking so much damage. Not off the top of my head. Well, that's good. They're hitting each other a little. Ah, jeez. The Ninja Turtles? Well, I can do that. Ah, stop hitting my agents! No, these guys are expendable. It's fine. The only valuable ones I kept in the plane. Alright, so you took hits, you took hits, you took hits. We're okay. We're okay. Alright, let me see. Oh, man. Alright. We're gonna need to focus on this direction. Go, go, Bullet Man! Darn it, guys, come on, hit him! I know you're practically rookies, but I gave you the good rifles! With these rifles, even a rookie can score hits. Alright, I'm just gonna trust there's no explosives. Alright, step forward to the wheels and duck. You can fight specifically... Yeah, you specifically fight that quadrant. Well, there's still one guy with an AK. I'm sure he can, you know... Okay. That did not sound like a human. So we're probably going to jump out with the medkits next turn. And then they'll be participating down here with the rest of the crew. Okay. I'll just remove your time units. Another one bled out. That's good. They're panicking! I hear it! I've done enough damage. They're panicking. I've picked out their leadership and everything. Oh, Overwatch? We'll talk about that in a second. An Uber Jedi. Inspector Gadget? Shouldn't I was thinking about him earlier. Shouldn't I wait until, we're a little further along? We haven't even started putting implants in people yet. Well, I've mentioned how her husband was missing and the Disney employee tried to hide it from her. Oh, right. Yeah, that wasn't a surprise to me. Disney, Disney hides all kinds of things all the time if they happen in the theme parks. So the Disney theme parks, they have strange ideas. I don't quite know how to put this. They tell their employees to make things magical for people. So you'll get stories of somebody who's poor. Don't ask why somebody who's poor is going to an expensive thing like Disneyland and then going to their ridiculously overpriced food locations. But like they'll just suddenly drop a whole bunch of food on the table and disappear without saying anything. But on the other hand, they really don't like anything negative to happen in their parks. They are intensely averse to anything happening. So, if anything bad happens at their park, they will cover it up if they can. And that includes really bad things. And this has been known for quite a long time. They don't want it in the newspapers, they don't want it on television. If something really horrific happens in one of their parks, they will do anything they can to make sure that it... So for me, it's like, yeah, that sounds like something Disney would do. Disney, that's just who they are. You should just know that about them. PR is everything to them. Oh man. Finally a hit. Okay, I think that was... Okay, you got one more commanding officer that I can see. He's still a low-ranked one, too. Alright, as for you guys... Grab that. Actually, if you've ever read Neil Gaiman, the Sandman comics, he had a serial killer convention in one of his things, and they heavily implied that they were using a theme, that at least one of them was using a theme park as their hunting grounds. And man, when did he make that comic? The 80s? I'm not sure when it came out. So it's not even like this is a new development that I'm talking about. Alright, so let me see. The advantage of reaction fire. That is a complex discussion. Reaction fire is a critical, essential tool for a variety of reasons. Basically, reaction fire is always using the snapshot. It doesn't ever do aimed or auto fire. It uses snapshots for all the guns. So, some guns are not very well suited to reaction fire, and some guns cannot do it at all. There's no reaction fire with a minigun, for example. But let's say that there's... For a simple example, you're in a hallway and there are no enemies visible. But you know that there are enemies that could jump out into the hallway your troops are standing in. Those enemies could jump out, shoot them, or run at them with a sword, or who knows what else. So you set several of your troops to react fire. If an enemy steps out into the hallway, they just immediately go bang, 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 bang. And that guy doesn't get to shoot you because he got shot first. But as you can just kind of watch when I use it. I tend to use reaction fire a lot. I also use it as a training opportunity. The only way you can raise your reaction stat is through reaction fire. Well, there are other ways, but that's the main way. And reactions is a very important stat because you use it for react firing. It also makes it harder for the enemy to react fire. It's actually a fairly complicated system, but you want high reactions. Even if you're just a melee guy, you want high reactions. You've seen me put dogs next to my men, and so when a wild animal or a zombie comes running towards them, the dog turns and barks a whole bunch. That's technically react fire as well, and it'll stop enemies in their tracks before they get into melee range. Like, there's a whole bunch of uses for react fire, a whole bunch of use cases. So, and you kind of learn by doing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's a complicated topic. You'll find I tend to use Overwatch maybe more than I should, because it's also very convenient. I don't have to target anyone. I can just let the troops pick their targets. The downside is, your troops will often shoot at the wrong guy. You'll be like, boy, I hope they shoot these guys that are close to me, and then they'll shoot somebody on the other side of the planet and miss all their shots. Okay, let's see. Anybody who's still holding a gun gets a face full of bullet. In theory, if we could hit. Okay, well, XCOM is having XCOM accuracy today, so, but, the snipers! I can guarantee at least 2 things are going down this turn. There we go. Just had to find the right angle for that shot. Alright, let me see. She finally hit something! Amazing, she can do it. I mean, I believed in you all the time, Jubilee. Oh shit, there it is. They had one more commander unit. I bring her down and the fight's over. So I know what you're doing next turn. Oh, well, they surrendered. Wow, the commander surrendered. That is unusual. So there were 19 gangers on our team, 23 Red Dawn. We captured 8. Woo! Level ups. Stat ups all around. Alright, let me see. And we got... Alright, well, we weren't really getting all that much from this. Alright, you guys have all kinds of prisoners, all kinds of stat-ups. This was actually a very important battle for this group. I've already mentioned, like, they're kind of way behind in terms of training. But this was a very good mission for them. They actually don't have enough gym space. Well, what can you do? Bioenhancement! Yes! We gotta keep checking that. As more people qualify for bioenhancement, we have to make sure we keep doing it. It is very important. Okay! So... let me see. Ninja Turtles? We'll make it Inspector Gadget. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Inspector Gadget. Let's see. Turtles. I don't know. Wouldn't you rather wait until we got something strange? Oh, well. Did I spell that right? Someone will correct me if I got it wrong. Okay, not you. Your name is Alf? Oh, well, we have to keep Alf. I mean, it spawned with that name. You gotta stick with. Somebody comes with a name like that, you gotta keep it. Okay, here we go. You, Leonardo. Let's see. All right. Raphael. Okay, let me see. Ah. All I've got left are ladies now. Whoops. Whew. Is there any reason for not doing bioenhancement? There is no... Well, it does mean you lose 10 sanity permanently. So, 5 time units, 15 stamina, 15 hit points, 10 strength. All good things. Minus 10 sanity permanently. We'll live. It takes a toll on their mental health, but they'll be fine. Yeah, there's no reason not to do it. It costs a little money, leaves them wounded for a few days while they recover. You have to have a sick bay as a facility, and you have to have gotten far enough into fighting Red Dawn to get a hold of their stuff and research it. But it's definitely a net positive. I'm still annoyed that my helicopter doesn't have proper weapons. The Black Ops Smart Pistol! It is a superior pistol in every way that matters. So, we're going to be getting them. Yep, that one is one we need to have. Alright. Strange life form. Guess what, rookies? We have your exciting first adventure. No, you don't need armor for this. If you die out there, I don't want you to ruin my perfectly good armor. Stuff's expensive. Here, some of you can be well dressed. Ooh. Get on that kung fu guy. Alright. Go, go, go. That is excellent. So we're going to buy smart pistols for everybody. Ah! You'd think that some of the people these cults try to recruit would go to the news and expose them, yet somehow it doesn't happen. Did you ever wonder why that is? Are these poor idiots brainwashed and blackmailed to the point not a single fish slips the net? I can personally attest that nothing assures loyalty, love, and cooperation like a carefully prepared set of drugs. That reminds me, I need to go back to my work. We learn something new every day, don't we, Commander? Don't do drugs that you can't trust. Ah, yes. My very ethical minions. Okay, this is the pistol. This I want. But we have to be able to manufacture them, and I don't have manufacturing facilities yet, so... Here, let's research a chainsaw, and the electric prod is long overdue. Alright. Welp. New agents, get the rifle. No, you can't go into battle with just explosives. You people. Nah, guess your accuracy is high enough for it. No, wait, what am I doing? Where are my miniguns? Uh-oh. Well, that's not very good. Fine, heavy machine guns. Oh, it's the Owl Man. Okay. This is fine. We're not going to get to unrookie as many of you as I might like, but the Owl Man is fine. Could you not hit the civilian, please? Who am I kidding? There's no chance that civilian's still going to be alive next turn. Anyway, the Owlmen, though, they're doomed. 2 heavy machine guns? Yeah. Yeah, these Owlmen are done. Yeah, so many deaths. Elden Ring characters? Can you name any that aren't super-powered monsters? Somebody suitable to the mid-early game? Ah, well, Newcom is a completely different way of overwatching. Newcom, the react fire is completely different. Yeah, Mario did die. Terror from the Deep mod. Yeah, that was the World of Terrifying Silence. That was a great mod. Strange life form. Someone saw ALF! ALF! It literally stands for Alien Life Form. ALF featured very heavily in my video on DOS, on Exodus. I'm still kind of proud of that video. It took me so long, like a month to make it, but it was worth it. Alright, so let's see. Bzzzt. Miss. Bzzzt. There you go. That went pretty well, actually. Honestly, that went very well. But we didn't get a lot of experience out. Ah, here it is. This is the new guy. Hello there, Joak. You look kind of grizzled. This is the special agent we got. Wow, Spelunker! He's been in the deep caves. The deep caves are scary. I don't like going in the deep caves. Technician? I don't remember what technician is. Sapper. Alright, well! Welcome aboard! Empty hand? You can punch with a free hand, which is the worst attack in the game, just about. Some guns need some guns need to be two-handed, and most guns get a bonus for being... Here, I'll show. So... The Magnum. The Magnum can be used one-handed. There's no problem with using the Magnum one-handed. There's all of these different stats. I'm not going to go over them all. But the SMG that I use, this one gets... No, not this one. Some of the guns get a penalty if they're used one-handed, but it's a small penalty. I thought the SMG was one of them. Anyway, some guns you'll take a small accuracy penalty if you have a gun in both hands, because you're using it one-handed. However, if you look at this rifle, here it is, one-handed use penalty. So, a massive 30% accuracy penalty if you're using it, firing it one-handed. As long as you have a free hand, you're actually using the gun two-handed. So you'll have the gun in one hand and the other hand empty to use this properly. It really does vary on a case-by-case basis. And the minigun. Two-handed, true. You have to have both hands on this gun, or it doesn't work at all. Ah, the knockout grenade. These are weak. They're not very good, but there's a better version, the gas grenade. Yeah, but we have to make them ourselves, too, so it's unlikely that we'll... Oh, hey, pepper spray! You know, I like this one. A spray is an adequate means of defending against aggressive dogs or aggressive unarmed civilians. It is generally not an adequate weapon for the enemies of Xcom. The attack decreases the target's time units and causes some stun damage, but it's very short range. However, you can actually train your bravery and your reactions by using this. Just running up and pepper spraying them. And you can bring it with you on all kinds of missions. But I've always felt that there should be a version of this used by the Men in Black that hits a lot harder. And the description of it is that it wipes your short-term memories. Doesn't that just make perfect sense? Like a neuralizer spray that Men in Black just spray on people's faces and they lose their short-term memories? I just feel lore-wise like that should be an object. I mean, I've never used it. I'm probably never going to use pepper spray, but I like it. I think it's really flavorful. I like the item a lot. Ah. Okay. They're about to do something. Let's prep the craft. Alright. You ready, man? Man, you don't have a lot of spare agents right now. Hold on a second, let me check something. We gotta stay on top of this. I feel like I should just have more agents everywhere, but I know I need to build more facilities. We still don't have a workshop, after all. And I'm worried if I don't have $1 million at the end of the month, I'll go into debt. The Bio-Exo Suit! Behold! This is terrible. Designed specifically to counter threats from dangerous creatures and environments. It's fitted with sophisticated night vision. So, it's comparable to the green armor we're wearing now. The stats are different. It protects better from the sides and the rear, not as good from the front. It resists incendiary massively. It resists stunning, cutting, chemical, Like, it's got really high resistances, but not bullets. It's not very good against protecting you from bullets, which is 90% of our problem. It comes with night vision, but it's harder to move around it. This is for hostile environments. This is for going into nasty places with nasty alien creatures that spit acid or fire or God knows what else at you. But you can see, like, even though the side armor and rear armor is better, you're going, the front armor 28 versus 16 is, as long as you're facing the enemy, this is so much better. And then 30% resistance to all bullets. Man. This armor kind of sucks, but there are circumstances where you want your guys wearing it. Why is advanced optics here? Do I need advanced optics? Anyway, I also have to make them myself, and once again, we do not have the manufacturing capability right now to, some people are fools for some power tools. This one can indeed do lots of harm, but it's more reliable at attacking wood than humans. Yeah, no power bonus at all. But if you want to go through walls... Actually, I don't see a bonus against terrain. I don't see it. Anyway, it should go through walls. If you want to use the chainsaw on the zombie, well, now you can. Chainsaw. Okay, there they go. We knew they were going to do something. Medium-sized cult. Should still be a relatively easy mission. You're getting to the point I could give you a better weapon, you know. Okay, 79. That's good enough. I feel like you should have a Magnum. Because of who you are. Yes. What is going on with my miniguns, though? Oh, okay, you're using them, that's why. Okay, you know what? This is fine. I'm fine with all of this. Yes. Alright, boys! Biosuit, painted blue, put antennas. Ah, the tick. Let's see. Crestfallen as you ended up missing some content. Aw. DD, Red and Stimpy. I did pick a bunch of Arthur. The Mothman's name is Arthur. I did put in some tick characters. The Human Bullet, for example, and Captain Lemming. Those are from the Tick. Yeah, but do you want the stamina and time unit penalties while hunting monsters? I'm not sure. There is nothing that is immune. Everything is just resistance to. There's no such thing as immunity. And chrysalid are going to mess you up, man. Chrysalid are always going to mess you up. Don't let them get near you. Chrysalid are... At the very end of the game, they're one of the big obstacles in the final set of missions is Chrysalid. So, you know. Yeah, they're bad all game. Hello there. Why are you wearing a suit? Why aren't you wearing armor? Oh shit, I've screwed up big time. Maybe we should leave. I do not want to lose these guys. I really don't want to lose these guys. I mean, they actually hit what I point at. This is stupid. When was the last time I saved? I should load back and put their armor on, but I don't remember the last time I saved. Shit. No, 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 no. This is a mistake. 6 minutes? Okay, I don't think I've done a mission in the last 6 minutes. Should be fine. Right? Yeah, we're just gonna go back. I'm gonna never go out without armor. That is not a thing that happens. Because you can't put armor on in the mission screen either. You have to have done it back here. Okay, there we go. So that should fix that. Okay. Who was it who's missing their well, first off, we're upgrading to smart pistols. I didn't sort these out. I should have sorted these out. Okay. Oh, yeah, I do kind of want that. Okay, you have those. There's several things I want to upgrade to, but I should wait until I've got all of them and do one big shopping trip rather than try to sort all this out. Okay, right, so... let's just get rid of the assault rifle. We know we're not gonna... okay. Ah, my money is disappearing again. These smart pistols ain't cheap. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, yes, yes. Uh-huh. Yep, yep. Okay. Alright, let's just replace one thing. Black Ops pistols are out. Black Ops smart pistols are in. And... where's that minigun? I have a bunch of stuff I need to sell. Okay, as long as everyone's got 2 miniguns. I know somebody was missing their miniguns, and that's no good. Here it is. How did you guys lose your miniguns? Hey, is that titanium ammo? Okay, let me see. So many things. So very many things. I'm lost in all of it. Here it is. Okay, there you go. Cool. Alright, and lastly, there shouldn't be a whole lot to sift through here. Yeah, I gotta sell a bunch of garbage. Alright, everything's good. We've got 2 miniguns for base defense, if that's a thing that can happen right now. We actually have armor now, so this should go better. Okay. Right. Alright, let me see. 2 snipers. Okay, there you go, like that. Seems good. How much time before the real aliens show up? It is May. They show up in January. We are not prepared. If they showed up right now, we would just lose the game. We would absolutely lose the game. We could not see... We have no radar to detect them. We have no interceptors to shoot them down. And our weapons and armor are, well, they're getting better. They're getting better, you know. Well, right now our goal is to prove to our masters that we are capable of fighting the aliens. To convince them to allocate the kind of resources we need. And specifically to take out the cults. Every cult that is still alive when the aliens show up, give the aliens a massive advantage. So, we gotta take the cults down. Man, that was some embarrassingly bad shooting, guys. Also, the cults give us all kinds of critical things. So, the only things we've gotten from the cults is from Red Dawn. We're the furthest into Red Dawn. And that gave us bioenhancement, and we've got Durithread manufacturing. Which we don't have our manufacturing center on, but we're scrambling to get all the things in place so that we can actually handle the alien threat. Now, I do not like react fire with these. It's a good way to get your agents killed. And there's no react firing with these, so we just have to hope. Nothing sneaks up on us. Alright, let me see. Ah! Yeah, like that! Yeah! Okay. That was better. John McClane is in place. I do got dogs. That is true. That is one thing that the aliens won't expect. Primitive methods remain the most effective. Oh, that guy jumped off the roof. That's going to be terrible for his knees. And another one bites the dust. Okay. Yep, somebody jumps out, react fire takes care of them. Well, I suppose I could advance. Nice. Sniper rifles aren't very good for react firing, but when you get your accuracy up past a certain point, they become amazing at it. Like that. But in general, I prefer rifles and submachine guns for react fires, and pistols. Pistols are really good at react firing. I'm gonna have to update that one loadout to use the new smart pistol. Ah, where's the last guy? That's a good question. Where is the last guy? Gonna have to start searching the buildings. No! Damn! He snuck up on me with a machete! I'm so glad she didn't die. That's one of my best agents, but she's probably gonna be in the hospital for a while. Whoa, that caught me off guard. Oh my gosh. Her fourth time being battle scarred, huh? Oh my gosh. 20 days. And that's with the sick bay. It would have been 40 days without it. Ah! Alright. Whoa, wait a sec, hold on, let me check. Right, armor on, please. Let's not repeat the mistakes of the past. I don't have enough armored vests. Holy crap, are we short on resources right now? Alright, let me see. Armored vest. I so don't want to spend money. We're not getting money in right now. Alright. We have examined the fat zombie! They're abnormal zombies that prey on the regular brethren. Since all zombies contain parasites, which are powered by hyper-energetic chemicals, a freshly fed fat zombie has twice as much energy at its disposal. The excess energy enables a number of physiological changes, leading to better metabolic function and a longer lifespan. His grayish skin is a good indicator of how deeply these changes go. Biochemically, this being no longer resembles a human at all. They're going around eating. The zombies are eating other zombies to get real buff. Alright. Oh, and illegal requisition files? Hell yeah. Alright. These werewolves are bigger and stronger than the usual brethren. They seem to easily impose their will on other werewolves, possibly by some psi-like domination mechanism. It is known to paralyze humans with psionically projected fear. Oh, isn't that nice? Let's see. This, that. Might as well knock these out. And we're gonna get to cooking a lot of these captives. Okay, right there. Go! There's another enemy base here. Shoot. I have to get a way to detect all these enemy bases. Okay. Get him! We need a lot of things. We need to obtain... Oh, right, yes. Okay, hold on a second. Yes, you're using the newfangled smart pistols. Okay. Whether you like it or not, Command has made their decision. Yeah, these new guys, these new hires, they're kind of weak. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys on minigun duty. Okay. There you go. It's the first outing of the smart pistol. Well. Make me feel good about my new purchase. Yes. Alright. Oh, what do you see there? Alright, very good. Darn. Sigh. Unprime the grenade. You're not gonna get to use it today. Alright. And then you two get ready to advance. Alright then. You know what? Yes. Tee hee hee. Oh, you missed! That was the smart pistols. The miniguns advance while the rest of the crew just kind of sprays react fire at them. They're too far away to actually hit, but we won't tell our soldiers that. They could get lucky, you never know. We can react fire with the shurikens, at least. Melee weapons and throwing knives and shurikens and stuff like that are interesting because they have a fixed cost for their time units. So in the hands of very experienced agents, they become rather extreme. Alright, put those down. They also have very limited range. There's one over there. Keep moving in and out of the smoke. Alright, guys. I think it's time you all advanced. windows is hard. Okay. Alright. Next turn, they'll be ready to cause some havoc. You two saw some of those connect. Oh well. More! Nothing. It's hard to shoot through tiny windows. Got him. You were hit, but the bullet barely did anything because that 28 front armor. Oh, what do you see? Those windows really are tiny. They feel more like something you'd find on a castle than, whatever the heck this building's supposed to be. It's almost impossible to get a bullet through it. Oh no! Oh no! The fire is spreading? What's burning? We're on concrete here. Alright, we'll just pull forward. Alright, finally he's down. The roof, huh? I don't think that's a very good place for your health. I'm not shooting through tiny windows now. Yeah, those windows, it's really hard. Hurry up, get to the fire extinguisher. I wish I could teach my agents to stop, drop, and roll. Oh, you have to survive another turn without burning up, man. Because it takes a lot of time units to use the fire extinguisher for some reason. Any of you guys ever actually use a fire extinguisher? The fire department used to give us training with it, where they'd actually let us put out a small fire. Because if you've never used a fire extinguisher, almost everyone gets it wrong. Because, you know, it's a high-stress situation. And common sense things don't occur to you in high-stress situations. So I definitely recommend everyone, if you get the opportunity, to get a little training with a fire extinguisher. But the short version is pull the pin, test it once before you actually approach the fire, just a poof, make sure it's working. Do not aim at the fire. Everyone gets this one wrong. Don't aim at the fire, that won't do anything. Aim at the object that's burning. In other words, aim under the fire. And then just kind of sweep back and forth. Also, there are different kinds of fire extinguishers. Most modern fire extinguishers are ABC, which will work on everything except for kitchen fires. K extinguishers are for grease fires, and there's also an industrial fire extinguisher, I think. But you're not going to deal with industrial, like burning metals or anything in your life, most likely. If you're in such a facility, they'll explain to you what to do, because I wouldn't know. I don't have to deal with that stuff. A wrench! Well, okay then. The Bioshock answer. Hit him with a wrench. It does concussive damage, and it actually looks like you could hit pretty hard. You know what? I think I kind of like it more than the crowbar. I kind of like it more than the crowbar. A little bit. Alright, let's see. Can't you see that you're a pioneer? Alright, there you go. Yay! Alright. Oh, the South American cartels are hanging around with Exalt involvement. Yeah, not a surprise there. Work permit. Grishka Bullet Yashin, a mercenary with no affiliation. To understand a bullet, you have to become a bullet. Yashin is a former Siberian shaman who joined international mercenaries as some kind of religious pilgrimage. He has visited many war zones, being an operator, renowned both for his proficiency in heavy machine guns and a mysterious ability to bless the bullets. The number of extremely lucky shots involving bullets blessed by him lead us to believe that we might, in fact, be facing some kind of dangerous paranormal ability. The Council, not Interpol, but the Council was notified. Alright. Well. So, boy, it's asking a whole bunch of questions. I do not have a good way to deal with Ninja right now. They're a pain in the ass. They're hard to deal with. They're the enemy I fear the most at this stage in the game. The advantage of defeating a cult, fighting a cult, you get a whole bunch of stuff from them. You get the cult arms dealer connections. You get, in the case of Red Dawn, it's the bioenhancement and Durithread. The other cults have other things that you can get from them. Actually fully defeating one, if I don't fully defeat at least one of them before the aliens show up, I've basically lost the game. Like, it would be very hard to recover if you haven't defeated at least one, ideally all four. What you get from defeating them is that they're not around anymore. They're gone. And you can focus on the remaining cults, which will get more missions. That's what you get from the final finishing off, but you have to finish off at least one if the council is going to take you seriously and give you full resources that you need. You're going to rename him Anakin Skywalker? Who? Which one? Is there someone who hates sand? Open windows. Giving the flames more oxygen. Oh, the guy who burned! Of course! Who was that? Oh, Michelangelo could become Anakin. But we've already given him a name. I suppose I could rename this guy Michelangelo. Oops, how'd that happen? There you go. Maybe XCOM is just a bunch of huge nerds. All giving themselves code names after their favorite characters. Plastic fires? Oh, geez, that would be fumes. Toxic fumes. Plastic, you can turn plastics back into burnable oil. There are processes for that. But, nobody actually does it because cost, benefit, and all that. Dossiers. That's another question. We may or may not be able to find... They're rare. They're rare events, but we may or may not be able to find these guys. Not all of them, but some of them. We could actually encounter some of these people. For example, we made business contact with this guy so that we could start buying supplies from him. Some of the others will be enemies and different things. You also get points every time you get a dossier. That the council gives you points for writing one of these up. Which is, of course, tied into your funding. So, that too. Oh, hello. Man, these guys are doing this way too often, and I can't oppose them. I feel like the Ninja Turtles would demand to do the surf time. Good thing they're in a base that's too far away to do it. Alright, 1 sec. Null needs to carry a couple more. Let's get Inspector Lestrade and Charlie Chan in on this. Man, there are shortages of gear everywhere, but I don't want my cash to get any thinner. I guess the problem with the cult infiltration missions is that there's just no money in them. They don't tend to bring suitcases of cash with them. Alright, there we go. Alright. You guys can hit that. I need something to actually attack with. To shoot down all this garbage. Alright. Actually the Cyclone. I might get a little bit of money off of this. The difference between smart pistols and regular pistols is slight, but significant. Alright, good. As long as they get at least one hit, they're gonna gain XP from the fight. Oh, well, he didn't get one. Keep hitting things like the railing. Alright. Done. Somebody there, somewhere. Oh well. I'll just move you forward. What do you see? Miss. Let's try that again. Hit. Alright, at least 3 more guys sighted. That. How about here? No. Can you get this shot? Alright, just stand there. See, there's definitely somebody this way. Hello. What can you do? Trying to shoot through a window and then out another window. Holy shit, he did it. I suppose once in a while the impossible can happen. Alright. And you two are going to run around on the hunt. Okay, that guy's got a knife. Back up. Perfect. I can let these guys react fire at the enemies. Make this a shooting gallery for them. Darn. Alright, and you two... forward, and... I love sweeping the gun across areas. I don't use it very often. In fact, it's very rare that I do it, but I love doing it. Alright, I saw a hit. Alright, you guys are done. Come on, admit it. When we showed up, it was already over. Wait. You've got this sighted? Okay. Fought to the bitter end. I think we already got that one. Alright, that went well. As for you guys... okay. Just farmers. They're not planting zombie seeds. The worst they've got is a shot-off shotgun. You guys can just go in there, tase and punch to your heart's content. Bop them with the shield. That's good too. It used to be that you'd only have 10 minutes to, or 10 rounds to do these missions. And then I think I think the men in black would literally pop out and chase you off or something. Something like that. Drop it. And... good work. Let's see, you need 16 time units. Darn it. Their stamina just isn't up to it. Yeah, they're wearing armor and they're just not able to run around in it. Unfortunate, but they are rookies. They haven't spent enough time in the gym. I think he used up all of his bullets. I think he only had the 2 shots. Alright. Well, we unrookie a few of them. Red Ops Soldier! Ah, the Red Berets. I have not defeated any cults so far. I am close on Black Lotus, but not really. Black Lotus spawned a specific mission that, if I were to do it correctly, would lead into their end game, but I know better than to go in there. I know exactly what will happen if I go in there, and it will not be pretty. It's a jungle filled with sneaky martial artists, ninjas, and their flying deity that they worship. The mission is called the Root of Evil for a reason. It's very hard. Even if I were to do a combined assault where I took all the best agents from all of my bases, I would probably just lose all of them and not win. It would be bad. So, we're not able to defeat any cults just yet with the gear I have. Dagon. I might be able to handle Dagon. I might be able to handle Dagon, but we're not far enough along in their thing. And each cult is into different things, but you'll have to see what they're into by investigating them deeper. Alright, Red Ops is a military formation of elite Red Dawn soldiers with significant combat experience. These people are very capable, very well equipped, which makes them extremely dangerous in combat. They're normally used for special assignments whenever intense combat is expected, but unfortunately their limited numbers prevent them from being fielded too often. Like other Red Dawn members, they are bio-enhanced. Yep. So you gotta watch out for these ones. Ah, what's this? A mercenary. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, Ilya and his family turned to freelance assignment, part of the proud military heritage stretching back to the Red Army. This former soldier is carving a name for himself in mercenary circles as a force to be reckoned with. Classically trained in subterfuge and guerrilla tactics, he is no stranger to the horrors of war. Status? For hire. I wonder if we can hire him. Then I could rename him something silly. Ah! 25 scientists. This is the absolutely massive breakthrough in science when you can build this, because we go from having 10 scientists in a base to 35. But it's a $2 million building. It takes a month to build, and you actually have to be able to hire that many scientists, which is expensive. Science labs equipped with the latest technology for research into materials, physics, and cosmology. They have privileged access to the best research labs throughout the world. So, yeah, these are a really big deal. We're literally able to research more things when we build one. So that's where it's at. Alright, we're gonna do interrogations. We're gonna go so hard on the interrogations now to clear out our prison cells. I'm tired of them being full all the time. And that includes the Men in Black agents. Might as well find out who the Men in Black are, right? Alright. As things finish, we'll reassign more and more people to the remaining ones and work our way through all of this. I do not have the money to build a science lab yet. Ah. From one of the Exalt goons, we found out about a spy. Former East German KGB with current SCVR and GRU ties. I was a specialist in information retrieval. both from humans and electronics. Yeah, connections to some other characters. Alright. Ah! The electric prod. This... Well, it does 72 stun damage. That's quite a bit above our previous melee stun option, I'd say. Problem is, it's a two-handed weapon, and it's very awkward. I don't know that it's worth using. I mean, it stuns, but the price. Advanced optics. I do want these darts. Man, I want a lot of these. Healing gel is one of my all-time favorite items, but we can't afford to manufacture still. So... I want this badly. I want to manufacture. Everything comes down to lack of money right now. Those 3 months where we had negative scores really hurt us, because each time that permanently crippled our monthly income. We'll see if we can overcome it. Red Dawn rationale! Okay, we're gonna find out what Red Dawn really thinks. We're very near the end of Red Dawn's thing. Composed mostly of former Soviet officials dissatisfied with the new order of things, Red Dawn runs on an efficient mix of ideology and pragmatism. They consider the alien society, or at least what they know about it from evidence recovered from old USSR warehouses, to be superior in terms of technology and arguably also morality. Their goal is to survive inevitable alien conquest and possibly profit from it. They consider the aliens not much different from us, and that we should become more like them to better fit with the alien empire. They also believe that the aliens must have some sort of internal discourse, and that they can be influenced from within by means of classical politics. Much of their effort is focused on gathering resources for future negotiations with the invaders after we join them. Alright, that's who Red Dawn is. Man, we need to do a lot of things here too. Alright, get back to the zombies. This thing looks cooler than I remember. This thing looks quite a bit cooler than I remember. They must have redesigned it. Adapted to cold temperatures, Shamblers roam ice fields and mountain glaciers, feeding on any meat they encounter, including humans. Their origin is uncertain, but they probably come from the distant past and were recently reawakened by some natural phenomenon or something. We don't really know. The sudden cosmopolitan disruption suggests deliberate action. Needless to say, they're extremely dangerous. Warning: explosives fare poorly against Shamblers. Their shimmering fur can make them harder to target. Let's see. Infiltrator, yeah. I'm gonna let you guys work on those advanced optics. I'm not sure what that's about, but... Oh, these are the stats of the counter-terrorist guys. It's not quite as good as our green armor, but it's close. What's this? Something in Africa? Well... Alright, let me see. Alright, yeah, mostly the newer agents that need XP. Take the armor off, it's probably not gonna help. Alright, get in there. Just in case it's zombies, we go in with some shotguns. 4 shotguns ought to be enough, right? Alright, a rifle. A rifle. 1 more. Okay, so we got long range options, short range options, and how about the minigun? And oh, it's a bat! It's a flying fox. Okay. We'll aim to capture one of them if we can. Let me see. Unprime it. Drop it. Drop that. Snatch up one of these. Okay, drop it. Okay. Hopefully somebody will be able to catch a bat. Alright. Now as for this one, well, sorry. Okay. Oh, drop it. Okay, there we go. Everybody's ready. Looks like we found a few more. Oh my, that was faster than I expected. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It is a flying enemy. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, it's, okay. Things are a little bit rough. That one's having a heart attack. At least they're easy to knock down. Okay, great! So, most of them are having heart attacks. Come on, guys. Alright, good, good. Come on, you gotta hit this thing. Okay, good. All is good. Feels like there's more of them out there. Let me see. You're bleeding pretty bad. As are you. So you two are going to heal each other. I believe shadow bats are camouflaged. I think it only works at night or something. I don't remember. No, we're definitely having trouble spotting them. I might need to set up a line of react fire. Alright. Medical. That's probably fine. Okay, next. They're mostly coming from this direction. You'll handle anything that gets too close. Okay. Is that the last one? Where'd it go? Oh, there you are. Cool. Alright, we got 4 of them alive, which was worth a huge amount of points. Oh, we're out of space. We literally can't hold stuff. There you go, couple. Fine. But I want to keep the shadow bats. Fine. I'll send a spider and a bat over there. And I'll send... I guess I'll send a couple of zombies over there. Okay, cool. We have bats. Okay, this is the new guy, the martial artist. What's he do? Well, that's 4 stamina and 4 melee. As a start. Takedown specialist 4. Monster. He keeps killing people with his bare hands. Traditionalist. This is using traditional weapons like swords and things. Whirlwind. You have to kill multiple people in one turn with a melee weapon to get that one. And suppress. Well, this guy's pretty cool. He's actually pretty good. He is actually pretty good. Ha! No, they're not Doom Bats. No, Doom Bats would instantly fly across the entire map and kill all your agents. Thank goodness we don't have any of those! No, these are Shadow Bats. If you send them out at night, you can scout around with them and spot enemies and stuff with their really good senses, while they're really hard for the enemies to see. If you can tame one, they're the handiest scouts. But they don't really do good in combat. What's this nonsense? Aren't they US based? No, Exalt is in the Americas. Exalt is the Americas. Red Dawn is the Soviet area. Black Lotus is Asia. And Dagon they're kind of all over the place. Anywhere there's ocean, you might encounter Dagon. They tend not to appear in other people's territory as often, but they're They're all over the place. Yeah. Alright, we're almost to the new month and we can consider hiring and stuff again. Strange life form, huh? Well, this is good for us. We need these training missions for all these rookies that we hired. Natasha Morozova. I think I fought this one before. This is a sniper. I recognize her. Red Dawn officer in the Soviet Union. Orphans are selected for further education as KGB super spies. Natasha was one of the best graduates that entered the service in the 80s. Specialization, stealth, hand-to-hand, assassination, sniper. She carried out top-secret assignments to NATO countries, including scientific espionage, sabotage, and murder. The collapse of the country she took as a personal tragedy and betrayal, and wandered in Siberia until recruitment to Red Dawn. And we don't know where she is. She could be anywhere. Alright, from another interrogation, we've learned about this guy. A research engineer for Red Dawn, former member of the Chernobyl Supervisor Unit, then under a different name, was found guilty of numerous transgressions regarding security breaches and theft. Before he was jailed, he vanished, and it now appears he's been working for Red Dawn since the beginning! He's a master sniper, trained nuclear engineer, and knows always to carry metallic objects on him. It wouldn't be a bad idea to start some dissections. We might learn some things from autopsies. We might learn all sorts of things from autopsies. Alright. In the desert. Not bats, but scorpions this time. Ah. We haven't been seeing much of the zombies lately. They must be up to something. We should plant some pea shooters around the base just to be sure. That's the agent we need. Crazy Dave. Alright, yeah, you guys are just gonna kind of face in all directions and spew lead at whatever you spot. We'll make short work of this one. Oh, well. Oh, he's trying to punch the scorpion. Well, the civilian got away. Scorpions aren't the most mobile of creatures. Compared to those shadow bats, you know, I think we can handle this. Got one. That shotgun's not so good at these ranges. Ah, well. Keeping a few people facing in directions that could become issues. you're gonna have to move in closer. Okay. Just a little worried I may have put you in the line of fire, but turns out I worried over nothing. Okay. Let's see. Nope. How about you, Dib? Good job. Nope. That's okay. No visible targets remain. Keep searching! Oh, there's one. Sometimes there's little caves and things in places like this, and enemies get in them. It can be super aggravating when they jump out and get you. And the sand is really cramping my movement. However, without the armor, our stamina doesn't seem to run out. A good agent like this can seemingly run forever without the armor on. Bio enhancement's good stuff, man. Okay, we are now... Okay, our income is slightly better than our maintenance. We do have a positive cash flow. I was worried, but it is barely positive. Ooh, a cannon. Contact Magma Corporation. I think I just might. But we have a bunch of things to get through first. We're going to end up with a lot of dossiers. Sakamori Motoko. This is one of the concerned citizens. One of the guys that caused trouble. A racketeer for Black Lotus. Formerly a member of the Japanese Defense Force, she chose street crime as a more fitting way of life. After 2 years in debt reclamation, she was offered the position of negotiator between Black Lotus and their business partners. Her work often results in murder. This is an Exalt one. Yeah, so we finally located this place. I need... June? Let's say I get enough money to build a science lab in June. July is spent constructing the lab. Then you have to get the researchers, then you have to manufacture. We'll need the manufacturing. Holy shit, are we behind? Holy crap, it's bad. Slowly, one by one, finding their bases, but... Commander, we've received important communications from inside the Church of Dagon. My brethren, the threat of the raiders from the doomed world grows. The divination of our emissaries to the deeps has shed light on them. For we now know them as a final doomed flailing of the world we leave. A blind lashing out by the combined forces of the uninitiated to end us. They see the touch of our master as a threat, unable to countenance that ours is the only path to salvation for us all. Thankfully, their own controllers see little reason to bless them. Although they besiege the very flesh of our faith, they barely pierce the skin. Outposts may fall, but our true homes and the temple remain far, far from their grasp. Let us meet them and give them the fight they seek. When they lie gutted and bleeding, they will know that we are right until the stars align. Yeah, our own masters aren't blessing our operation very well. The council is not convinced yet. Alright, this is an interesting item. Our chief medical officers created them. We can manufacture these. They recover your stamina and your sanity, but they take away 5 hit points. So in the middle of a mission, you'll take one of these. But basically, the energy thing is a really big deal. You've seen my agents when they can barely move anymore because they're too tired. Instantly being able to recover your stamina is huge. But the bigger, more important part is the sanity. This has not been an issue so far because we have not been dealing with the kind of threats that take a massive toll on your agents. When your sanity starts to run dry, your agents start, well, going crazy. I mean, what do you expect? It's literally called sanity. So being able to calm them down is a really big deal on some of the longer missions. I remember particularly some stuff related to the... oh, whoa, wait, we got Liquidator armor? Oh. Night Ops suit. Wait, hold on a sec. What is going on? Okay, here. Contact the Magma Corporation. Let's look into these armors. You know what? I was thinking I had to get further up the tech tree to get new armor, but maybe there's something here we can use that'll give us an edge. If that night suit has night vision, if we could put night vision equipment on, holy shit, that might turn the tables on the cults. Liquidators are elite Exalt agents serving special forces for their overlords. Usually they spread terror. They're well-trained, equipped with good body armor, and completely devoted to their cause, or to their cyclones. Yeah, this is Exalt's heavy hitters. These guys, they're not as durable as the Red Dawn people, but they tend to carry better firearms, in my opinion. Though Red Dawn has lots of nasty weapons too. Exalt, born to the upper class of Texas oil mokers, Paxton is extremely influential with numerous ties to Congress and perhaps even the president. He is both revered and feared within the organization. Yeah, Exalt has a lot of political connections. So that led to the Night Ops suit, getting the Liquidator and the Liquidator armor. Hey, the advanced optics was quick. Our recent new insights into optical equipment have increased the relevant engineering expertise. We can now maintain, calibrate, and even produce equipment featuring complex optical parts. So, sounds like some fiber optics and things. Hold on a second. What would that fall under? No? Outfits. Man, the jumpsuit. We can technically manufacture these. Yeah, I wish I could. They actually are very useful. Even though the armor values are bad, they're really good for running around. So all those times I'm running around in suits, I wish I was using jumpsuits. We don't have the stats on it yet. Huh. Durithread gear for the dog. Yeah. I could make little doggy vests too. Safe house. Okay, please, we need money. Please, please be filled with briefcases full of money. It's been so long since we've experienced the smell of money. Our agents need it. Well, at least our scientists do. Alright. Drop that. Drop that. I'll have somebody take care of that guy. Okay, you got this one. Really? Okay. Try again. Well, that's not great. We're gonna take some hits. Trust in the armor. In the side armor, as the case may be. Not ideal. Maybe the trees will protect us. Grenades are rough. Grenades are terrible. They mess you up. They're extremely powerful. They also tend to destroy the bodies and the equipment that you're trying to bring back. You saw me in the Durithread factory when I brought nothing but grenades in, didn't you, Sup? I was all grenades at that place. Grenades, dynamite, incendiaries. But yeah, grenades also... I tend to prefer the grenade pistol. I tend to prefer the grenade pistol because it shoots way further. Grenades have a tendency to end up places you don't want them to, also. When you throw them around, you have to be very careful with the things. And I probably lose more agents to explosives than anything else. Uh-oh. Okay. Really? Okay, there you go. Good. Next up. Uh-oh. Just sweep it back. Just... Okay. Oh, I didn't bring the shurikens with me. Huh. There are still more of these guys? Huh. Oh, shit. One of my own bullets must have hit him. Back! Yeah, you had to be running out of guys. Okay, so we took some injuries. 66,000. Never enough. Oh, come on. Man, these guys are everywhere. I really need to be able to counter them. If only I could do radar and interceptors on them. As a small role actress, mostly in adult movies, she had an affair with a high-ranking Exalt member who recruited her for her unique talents. However, she was more interested in blowing up houses and pulling bullets in people than espionage. Still, her mastery of impersonation is a valuable asset for Exalt. Yeah, those men in black at the bottom, they're going to take a very long time to interrogate. They're difficult. A really cruel man, an expert in martial arts and mind games, enjoys breaking his students as they train and making them value their performance above anything else. Most people who take his class either end up fanatically obedient to their teacher or mentally damaged with PTSD from his violence, mind games, and the class's obsession with him. His graduates are flawlessly obedient to him and by proxy to Black Lotus. Now, that would be a good guy to bring down. Let me see. Alright, armor up! Alright, we've got 2 infiltrations to deal with. I just kind of knock them out. Let's see. Man, I love my UAC rifles. By whatever name they now take. We're reaching the end of the era of the small shotgun, though. And we're going to be switching to kukris at some point. Alright. Slowly, bit by bit, these rookies are becoming formidable. Alright. One guy watched this alley. Finally, there's you. Go stand near that fire hydrant. Or maybe it's a trash can. It's hard to tell. Ah! Okay, I don't want you facing that way. These guys have got this in... Oh, okay, let me drop these first. Yeah, don't want to fire your rifles one-handed. Okay, now that that's done. Good, good. Okay, that guy is pretty far away. This is just a chain of explosions waiting to happen. Alright, you guys focus that way. good. Alright, I'm very confident that alley, everything behind me is safe. We can just face forward now. Got one. If I just lob a grenade at those barrels... Oh, never mind! Well, I'm not going to be able to see anything through all of that. What did you see? Over there? I see. Oh good, the smoke's gonna clear up quickly. Ah, come on, come back. He's running out of stamina, running back and forth like this. Okay, here we go. Wow, that was bad. A complete miss? Shocking. Oh well, shit happens, I guess. Ow, ow. Smoke needs to hurry up and dissipate. The injuries are messing with his accuracy and his stamina. Oh no! What was that? Okay, that was one of them. Okay, everything's fine. For a second I thought that was one of my guys. Okay. Let's see what we can do for you. That's fine. I'm confident that our armor is better than theirs, and our firepower is better than ours, and the quality of our agents is, well, pretty bad actually in this case. I had one good agent, but he's not feeling so good anymore. I think I'm gonna have him fire explosives from a distance. Go, go, gadget, grenade pistol. Okay. Ah. I wouldn't know, I've never watched any. But that makes sense. I hear a lot that adult games, some of them are actually extremely well-made games, which I think is more surprising. Alright. You're not injured, and that's going to impact your accuracy, but... Okay. Over there? Oh, that's not a shot that's going to happen. through a window and everything. This is a terrible shot. Even for a top-tier agent, this is tough. Much less these guys, but they pulled it off. Alright, there we go. Oh, 6. Nice. That was a good level up. Okay, well, aside from the guy who was just injured, it looks like you're all still good. Sort by firing accuracy, please. Also, we've actually been doing really good today at not losing agents. And look at this, we're bioenhancing even more people. That's really good. Alright, do I have enough armor to cover all of you? Not quite, but that's okay. How about you guys? 2 more? Oh yeah, John McClane, definitely. That might explain what happened in the later movies. I really like the first Die Hard, and the third one is a wild ride as well. But the ones that came out later, I had the misfortune to witness some of them, and it's like, they don't get it. They really don't get what it is that they're making. Like, the whole point of John McClane was that he was just a guy. He talks to himself, he's terrified, he's having the worst day ever. But he's not a superhero. But the more recent movies, they just throw him out of cars and he gets up like he wasn't even hurt. He's just become... They treat him like he's Wolverine or something. And that's just not what Die Hard was about. Go drop that. Aim and death. Alright. Very good. Alright. Ready to react fire with shurikens if anything pops out. Duck. Can you... That's gotta be good enough. How is he still on his feet? The shurikens. Yes! Yes! Alright. Oh, well, that guy's down. Ow! Who's doing that? That sort of hurts a little bit. Phew. Got him. Anyone else want to show themselves to me? Huh? 'Cause I'm ready to start storming the building. Oh, well, the last guy gave up. Alright. We're going to get a lot of points this month from all these dossiers. Military engineer for Red Dawn, a veteran operative, former member of GRU Spetsnaz. Although low rank, his personal connections. Anyway, he's a guy. Okay. Oh, the homicidal maniac knows about Dagon morphs. This creature used to be human, but is now almost completely alien, physical and mentally. His Dagon syndrome has developed fully, transforming him into a semi-aquatic being of frightening psi powers. So, this is what the cult of Dagon is doing. They want to be squids. Alright. Well. Alright, Liquidator Armor. So this is basically identical to the vest. However, Black Ops Industries uses both technical and legal means to produce a version of Exalt Liquidator suit. It is a variant of the armored vest with better night vision, but it's also more encumbering. 555 685. Better night vision. Does it provide any stealth benefit? I mean, it's not bright green, so you'd think it'd be a little bit better. Visibility at night. Okay. Well, it's something we could use. Let's see the Night Ops suit before we go making any purchasing decisions. Oh, that didn't give us anything. We might be done with the Red Dawn lads. We might just be. Okay, that looks like a job for you. Jessica Fletcher. Alright, all the great detectives here. Let's see, still got these Anzugs lying around. Might as well keep using them. Okay. Whoa, you need a gun. There you go. Good enough. Alright, who is it? I forgot to bring shotguns for once. Doesn't look like it's gonna be that big of a deal. There's not that many of them. And we've still got the small shotguns in our pockets. Well, at least some of us do. this is a bad place for this weapon. Darn. Ah, well. I'm sure it's fine. And lastly... let's see. Most stuff gets lionized by fanboys. The second Death Star was constructed using self-replicating droids? What? I just assume it's a big old empire and they can afford to make more Death Stars if they want to. It's a big, very expensive project. But they're a big, very large empire with a lot of resources. If they want to build a mega project, they can build a mega project. It's not like there aren't plenty of real-world examples of governments building ridiculous over-the-top things. Particularly if there's a king or other single ruler. Practicality? I just want a really, really big, scary moon laser. Of course, the new Star Wars went completely nuts. What if we had one that could blow up an entire solar system? It's so silly that you can't even... It's like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? We're not even trying to pretend anymore. Sure, Star Killer Base, yep. So stupid. I did enjoy The Force Awakens, but that was it. I was done with the movies at that point. I've only heard tell of what happened in the later movies. Click. You got this. Okay. So, very good. Whoops. Police anti-monster operation! Wow! Local activity of exotic life forms has caused quite a stir among the government. Local police forces have begun cleanup operation despite our efforts to discourage such things. We must assist them as best we can. Commander, I had a really weird dream last night. In it, Xcom fought naked, malformed giants who were only susceptible to melee weapons and only had bypassable armor in the rear. It's pretty scary overall, but at least the chief scientist was a hot, crazy babe. So there was that. I wonder if I'll ever see a continuation of my dream. Okay. So are you the one who made that anime? I see. I do want to start on those shadow bats, but I think it's best we keep cooking our way through all of these. We're making great progress. Oh, healing gel! Okay, this is the best. It's lightweight. It just does healing. And back when, this was the only thing that gave any wound recovery. But yeah, basically it's just the healing without the big heavy kit. Unfortunately, you have to manufacture them yourself, and you have to use energetic blood plasma, which you don't have exactly an unlimited supply of. Yeah, it ends up taking more time. Alright, let's go ahead and let's contact... Am I already doing that somewhere? Let's look into electric darts, shall we? When we start manufacturing, we're gonna want that. The snake's genetic composition places it somewhere near the king cobra, but some parts of it are artificial, which likely affects the creature's behavior and certain anatomical features, such as an abnormally large and complex venom glands. The anatomy is fairly standard and indicates a swift hunter that relies on fast attacks rather than constricting. Yeah, this is a particularly awful nope rope here. Alright. So we can't ignore the police. They're gonna do their thing soon. If we don't arrive, they'll do it without us. Depending on what it is, we might just run away and eat the giant score penalty. Alright. How bad could what they've gotten themselves into possibly be? Look, as long as it's not a whole bunch of zombie infectors, right? Any other situation we can probably handle. Oh, it's zombies. I did not bring the shotguns. Oh, that's not a normal zombie. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Well. Well now. This might be very bad. Oh, you brought a dog with you. Wow. I suppose Rudolph the red-nosed Rottweiler will, surely save the day. About this one, man. I don't know about this one, man. Maybe we can get ourselves something interesting to research. Or maybe we just shouldn't be here. Come on. God, they can eat so many hits. Eat so many hits. Alright, let's see what happens. At least 2 officers down. At least there's no infectors. guys, why did you come here? Well, the dogs are doing well. Oh, shit, there's another one of them. There's 3 of them. Well, now. Oh! Man, if only it was the military, they'd be at least a little better. They could have brought armored vehicles or something. Guys, come on. Alright, let's see. We didn't do very much damage. We got a lot of hits, but not much damage. He's too heavily armored. Do I have any kind of anti-armor weapon I could bring out? We don't have titanium ammo yet. As long as we're safe from that direction. I saw some stray bullets tag him for more damage. He's definitely being damaged bit by bit. Well, that was our turn. We've cleared our area. I don't think that the police are going to last much longer. I'm just glad they didn't have a pile of infectors present. Well, the police certainly found something interesting out here. Holy shit. Maybe I need explosives? Oh boy. The only thing left are the police dogs. Oh boy. Oh wait, no, there's 2 officers left. 3! You should be careful of that thing that you're shooting there. That's, well, you'll find out. Alright. That'll hit you through your armor, right? Oh boy. As they get closer, the miniguns will become more important. How about you just spray into this crowd? Bet you were wearing your armor down. Should consider just leaving. I wish I had a mortar. Hey, could you send some reinforcements? How about another squad of officers? Maybe a SWAT team? Yeah, a SWAT team would be great right about now. You know zombies don't bleed? Alright. Well... wouldn't exactly call what I'm gonna try a plan, but... there are 4 of them in one spot. Oh, darn, never mind. 3 of them. 3 of them in one spot. Now then, could I? Alright. I exploded you on 2 of you. Alright, good work, man. That one. Don't let that thing get any closer. Those are hard to catch. Really hard to catch. And now I'm not inclined to make the effort given the scenario we're in. You guys are gonna have to go back for ammo eventually. One down. Alright. Haven't been able to do anything to the armored ones yet. But we've taken out the sploders. And those were honestly what I was most terrified of, was the exploders getting close. Once one of them gets close, like, you have to run all your troops away before you take it down. It's a huge problem. There's still two officers left at least. I don't know where they are. I can't really offer them any help. Alright. Well... Nothing sneaking up on us, right? Okay, good. Alright. Save the doggo! Good work. Well, the dog's still in trouble. Wait a minute, I have a sniper still. I think he should continue hammering on the armored ones. I've lost sight of one of them. But we'll save the dog if we can. Somebody over there is in trouble. Oh, good dog. I think that dog's gotten 2 kills. Uh-oh. Well, okay, there's not much I can do about that. What was that sound? That didn't sound like a police weapon. That's a concerning noise. There's not anything weird in play, is there? I don't like how close he's getting. Must have done some damage to your armor by now. I grow increasingly concerned. I grow increasingly concerned. My entire team concentrated fire on one guy and he didn't go down. Oh, he did back up, though. Well, I have tasers. That might work on them. What else do we have that might work on this thing? Oh, right, the 50 cal. That'll do the job. Yeah, we're gonna get the 50 cals out. Those will stop just about anything. Jeez, he's taking so many sniper rounds. He's unconscious. The sheer amount of minigun fire he's eaten as well. Yeah, we're discarding the sniper rifle. The med kit. Yeah, next turn he's picking up the 50 cal. As long as I bring at least one of these things back, that's just bonus. Okay. Okay. Okay, miniguns are going away. They're fantastic and all that, but we're switching over to the 50 cals. The rest of you, line up. Pick off the remaining zombies. Okay. So, what's going on with these? Is some secret society outfitting them? Or is it something worse going on? What can you do? Explosives? When in doubt, make things explode. It's back on their feet. that's out of range. We're safe. We can deal with it next turn. Okay. Let's begin with you! I don't care what you are. This is a 50 cal. It's gonna be quite some time before there's anything that can withstand a 50 cal in action. Now a sectopod. That would resist a 50 cal. But thankfully those aren't out. Alright. Can't even see the target. Got multiple hits anyway. I love the heavy machine gun. Oh, there's still an officer alive! Unbelievable. I'm trying to take you guys alive. What are you doing getting back up? Yeah, sleep tight. Come on. Shots just keep plinking off their armor. Alright, it's dead. Alright. Reposition. There are 2 targets remaining. We are going to eradicate them. They can't move as fast as they should because this foliage is so dense. Wow, that was the worst shooting imaginable. It said you had an 60% chance to hit, didn't it? Jeez, these things are ridiculous. Maybe I should try flashbangs on them. Oh, really? That's an un-zombie-like thing to do. What are you doing panicking? All right. It's a negative score! Well, fine, whatever. A bardiche. Great swords. Let's see. Vampire Knight. We've got ourselves a vampire. I'm overburdened, am I? What are we willing to get rid of? Oh, I can definitely get rid of this. I don't think I need this for anything. Oops, no, don't do that. Let's see. Okay, get rid of those. I mean, they might be good in a base assault, but that hasn't happened yet. Let's see, flamethrower. Just sell this. We need the money anyway. We'll find more heavy lasers. We can't research it now. I need money. Okay, that should clear up space for a while. I really like the laser pistol. We can hang on to one. Okay, there you go. When you sell all that off, we actually, turns out we do have a little more money, don't we? You know what? Let's scrounge. What else can I sell off? Okay, that's the one we already sold everything in. What can we sell here? No, it's not. This is the one. Oh, okay. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. Chainsaw. We're not going to use that. Those can go. Those can go. Get more of these. You know, in the Exodus thing, I bumped into a magazine that had a huge article on XCOM, so I had to look at it. It was amazing. They included all the way up to, they had a timeline, and it went all the way up to Xcom 5. Isn't that something? Games that are announced that never materialized. Those magazines. Those magazines are amazing, by the way. Let's see. Let's get rid of those. We still don't know what to do with a flame glove. Can't even research the thing. Ugh. Okay. This is not enough. I need 100,000 more. Squeeze. Anything else we can get rid of. Oh, I like the laser pistol. Alright. 70,000 more. Okay, I can get rid of some of these. We don't need these or these anymore. Alright. Okay, we're also done with these. Okay. We've got a vampire knight that was worth a small fortune. Oh, maybe I can sell the body of the vampire. I bet you that would go for a bunch on the open market. Alright, we're over the line. I'm going to build a laboratory! It's going to take 26 days to complete. but next month it'll be open for business. Along with whatever kinds of mad science that opens up to us. Scoped hunting rifle. Huh. I guess that's the optics, but why a hunting rifle? That's not what I'd put a scope on. Doesn't even show up for me to look at its stats. Oh. Sea captain in the Church of Dagon. Captain of the fishing boat Reef Ranger. In recent years, he seems to have become infatuated with the Church of Dagon. They say his crewmen fall to pressure of joining him in his faith, or meet a grisly death falling overboard, falling into running equipment, or being crushed by falling debris. He attributes this to the wrath of Dagon, and seemingly anybody who survives working with him becomes a member of the church. Under surveillance. Okay. Okey-doke. Alright, this is a full outpost. This is an opportunity to get big money. I suppose this is an opportunity for the rookies. Alright. Oh, right, also. Yeah, I think when I bio-enhance them, I think they get taken off of the training or something. I don't know why people are constantly being taken off of training, but it's no good. All right. Man, you're so weak. One of the problems with getting heavier armor is your rookies struggle in it. Alright. Happy to skip a turn. Oh, what a wonderful deployment it is. Right in a corner. You know, it's a shame that this one thing this engine has never supported is being able to look at the map and choose where you land. That would be such a feature. Uh-oh, you're too close to the others. You're just begging for a grenade right there. Slowly crawling across the sand. I actually don't... Oh, that's one I don't have. Alright. I guess you don't need to kneel. Already got a sailor, so we'll knock him down. Okay, good. Right. At least you guys have had some time in the gym before I sent you out here. Alright. Firing teams are set up. Everything should be good to go. Except for you. You're gonna have to keep moving. Next turn, we can start the assault in earnest. Maybe I should have brought a stick of dynamite to blow a hole in the wall. Still interested in that dark suit. We'll have to see what it looks like when the research finishes. Alright. So far, so good. We are spoiled for choice. Alright. Let's see. Those two don't have any targets. You have targets. Good work. Alright, I guess you two are going to need to reposition. This sand dune is protecting the ones over there. That's the highest ranking guy here. I don't see a lot of chance of me catching him. If I threw a grenade in, man, this whole place would explode and it'd be over. But then I wouldn't get paid. We need that Red Dawn money. Alright, I'm gonna have you two go around this way. It's really hard to move in this sand. And being rookies in green armor. Ow. Ow. That's a problem. They have 3 pioneers here. Alright, how bad is it? You'll live. So you're not actually bleeding, that's good. Bzzzt. No. Hmm. All right. Alright. Wait a minute. Who still has 50 plus? Oh, right. Yeah, I am. I need to deal with the cluster of pioneers over in that corner. I'm hoping that the blood loss makes this guy pass out. I'd like to catch him. Alright. Another one down. Down. Just one pioneer left. Got him. I don't suppose I could be so lucky as the pain causes their leader to pass out? Yeah, pretty unlikely, I know. I think they might be a little bit upset by this. I think just maybe. Slow right now. Uh-oh, I heard something. Oh, we're gonna lose 2 agents. Grenade! Yep. Ah, 2 agents down. As soon as I heard that flying through the air, I knew. I knew! Reposition you. You're still slowly bleeding out. Now you're doing so behind a rock. All right. Alright. Advancing. they cut the grieving of Han. What I heard was you had Luke Skywalker, the one who wouldn't ever even give up on Darth Vader, believing there was still some good in him, deciding to kill a baby because there was a little bit of darkness in the baby, maybe. I don't know if that's true, but if that's in the movie, man. I don't know why Mark Hamill would have ever agreed to appear for any amount of money. There's a point where it's just like, yeah, but this is your legacy. This character that you played. Alright, we're gonna take a whole bunch of those out of the next few turns. Alright. Well. Their morale surged when they got 2 of my agents with that grenade. But that's about to change. Let's put their morale back in the gutter where it belongs. Alright. We've been slowly bleeding out this whole time. Alright, you just lost 3 more of your men. 4 more of your men. 5. You still celebrating that you got 2 of mine, huh? There you go, the last 3 surrendered. It's a shame we lost those 2 guys, but, you know, that's what rookies are for. I don't know if we still need these. I'll take them anyway. No money! The agents we lost were more expensive than what we got back. Sailors are Red Dawn members responsible for logistics, communications, and supervision. Their name and appearance reflects the fact that they are current or former members of the Russian Navy, which has been deeply infiltrated by Red Dawn and sometimes used for unofficial objectives. Their equipment represents only a moderate threat, but their bioengineered bodies should not be underestimated. Hey, Commander! Have you seen that Red Dawn guy we've interrogated? A terrific lad! He didn't know much beyond what we already knew, but he turned out to be a great accordion player. And what a voice! I'm really sorry to let him go to some prison where his talents will be wasted. How about we keep him around for some much-needed morale boost, say? Ah, we've got their rationale. But if we open up this can of worms, it'll be the end of their safe houses and open up higher level things that we're just not equipped for. Let's do. We've been putting off the Elenium Shard forever. We should do that one. Yeah, let's make that a priority, in fact. Let's get the Dagon cult further as well. Ah, the Night Ops. Okay, here's our other option, and it's bad. Inspired by a combination of Exalt and Red Dot designs, Night Op suits combined advanced night and thermal vision as well as camouflage. Okay, this doesn't restrict your movements at all. It gives you night vision and camouflage at night. Even visibility through smoke, but that's not much. But it's not exactly what I'd call armor. I think I'd need to have Durithread to make it. We really need that workshop. Let's compare the costs. Type of ammunition for dart weapons shocks the target with electrical discharge. Somewhat more hazardous than stun darts, it may be useful against targets that are highly resistant to bio. Eh? Sounds good to me. Let's get toxic darts next. Alright. I can just buy the liquidator armor. But I would have to manufacture the knight armor. Which I don't have the facilities to produce. Yeah, that lack of workshop is just... Well, what can you do, you know? Alright, so that answers that. I do want the liquidator armor. I do not have the money for it. Let's see if we can get some money from a mission. This creature is exactly what it appears to be, an unusually large scorpion. It has the same body plan, internal organs, and overall genetics. The only remarkable thing, apart from its size, is the complexity and volume of its brain. Its body chemistry is somewhat bizarre, and we should assume it's to compensate for the remarkable efficiency of its simple respiratory system. Finally dissecting all kinds of things. Let's find out what's inside a werewolf. Well, we're not going to get any money from this one. Alright. Alright, boys, ready? There's a... I took a peek at the vanilla extended RimWorld mod for Odyssey, for gravships. And all I can say is gravship versus gravship battles in space. Yeah. My only complaint about that liquidator armor is the lack of a shield. Okay. Strange life form. What'll it be? I can handle probably most things. If it's not a massive number of zombies, the UAC rifle is good enough. You're still wearing armor. Oops. Well, you're just gonna have to jog in the desert in it. Alright, what is it? Oh. Well. Okay then. Well, so much for that one. Alright, here we go. Should be fine. Oh shit, we're practically on top of their base. They're all on the second floor. Okay, it's Red Dawn again. In the Arctic, huh? What are you doing out here? Alright. High explosives. Prime it. Next turn, you're gonna jump down there and deliver them a little surprise. Meh. This looks like a good spot. Oops. Ow. Those certainly sound dangerous. We'll have to take stock of the damage. Pretty bad. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Alright, you're gonna go back inside. I gotcha, buddy. Switch to a weapon you can use while injured. Alright, the last guy got critically injured. You. Yeah, I don't like that cannon. I don't like you having it. I don't want to get hit with it again. Hopefully I've done enough of an injury. Ah, good old high explosives! Where's the wall? Now you don't have any cover! Pretty bold, charging us with a knife. Wow. Now we just need to do an absolutely catastrophic amount of damage to their human resources. Ah! Doggone it. Come on. How you miss all the shots? Oh, guys. Fine. Really? That's usually pretty good at close combat. Alright, fine. Get out of there. Doggone it. This guy actually caused me a massive amount of trouble. Well. Okay, next. Didn't die. Well, this is not good. We actually had a terrible turn. What's that? Oh, I don't like that. I want to blast here and cause panic, but I think I'd better deal with that guy. Alright, so you are going to be... give you one of these, but your primary objective is to be a medical officer now. Lestrade needs you, actually, quite a bit. Ow, ow, ow. I heard something thrown. Oh, there's a grenade. Oh, no. We're gonna lose the minigun. Oh, no, it's Conan. We've had him forever. Ah, jeez. Okay. All better. The minigun is broken. Crap. Alright. Well, they should start panicking. Do something about those two. We're just dishing out too much damage. Yes, we need nuclear Gandhi. Everyone's favorite. Alright, we have a lot of reaction fire queued up. Smoke is preventing me from seeing from my earlier high explosives. Well, we didn't do well with the react fire, but they weren't able to do much either. The smoke really is blocking our sight. Okay. They should be on the verge of surrender. Oh, there they go. They surrendered. Ah, no money again! They never drop money! I keep going for these, hoping that I find cash, and then I get nothing. Except agents who, oh, man, that one hurts. Well, we're running out of time for today. We'll scan ahead and see if anything's coming up. We get the Chosen of Dagon. I did some preliminary research on this bizarre language used by some of the more interesting customers. It is sort of promising, but to be honest, I'm hitting a wall here. This speech is totally different from any language I know, both grammatically and conceptually. I can work with the concepts, but I really think we should get a professional look at it. It'll be faster, it'll allow me to go back to my actual job. We can now research the Eldritch language. Commander! We have interrogated the captive, and you'll never guess! Apparently this guy has a cure for cancer! Can you imagine? I have no idea how he got something like this. This is some super secret stuff. Well, not anymore. Of course, it's not like we can use it in our work, but we might at least gain a few sympathizers on the council. Exalt had the cure for cancer, and they had yet to share it with the public. This large frog-like specimen appears to either be a species yet unknown to science or an artificially created organism. Unlike what we know about large ancient amphibians, this creature shows signs of a fast metabolism, which explains how it can survive and thrive in a terrestrial environment. Traces of an extremely energetic chemical compound have been found in its blood. Oh, this is new. A dart musket? Okay. A military anti-monster operation. I have to do it. It's going to have the military, but it's probably going to be fighting... Here, I'll just scout it really quick. We'll see what it is in the day. Yeah, we're just scouting this. We saved before this. Spooters! And some of the more exotic looking ones, too. We got green ones, we got purple ones, we got the standard ones. Okay, so anyway, we looked, we came, we saw. Acid clips. Hold on. I don't know if I can find it among all this stuff. Actually, I think it might be under a different thing. I don't know. We'll look at those later. Actually, maybe I can... No, I can't. Anyway. Magma Corp. These shady guys and their organization, a secretive R&D company, from Russia, which specializes in biotech, high-energy engineering, and firearms, among other things. They offer experimental equipment for high-tier soldiers who can handle weapons outside of normal limitations. Beastman formula. I don't know this one. Is this a transformation? The light cannon. These are the guys making those cannons that Red Dawn has been getting a hold of. And they're a Russian company, so makes sense. We dissected a werewolf? Oh wait, this wasn't a werewolf. This was just a guy in a furry costume. Whoops! They have human and canine DNA. Greatly developed muscles, teeth, and claws. Their brain is large, indicating good senses and intelligence. Okay, what else we got this month? Another outpost. Okay. Ah! Natasha has been located. That's one of the dossiers! How bad is it? I don't know. We'd be up against a sniper and whoever she's with. The Red Dawn officer Natasha Morozova, according to Dozen reports, she is planning a political assassination to provoke social unrest. She needs to be apprehended or eliminated. She is a master of stealth, so there will be no other chance to strike. This is a once-in-a-game opportunity. This will be what we start with tomorrow. So, yeah, so I'll play up to this. I'll fight some spiders. I'll take out an outpost and a survival camp. And we'll be here. I'll also take the time to organize some of my junk. I really want to use liquidator armors, you know? Anyway. Yeah, no, this lack of money thing is, I think this is unusual. I think I'm actually getting unusually bad RNG on the cash, which is massively, when combined with the fact I had 3 negative months, I mean, that's really crippling us. No manufacturing at all. But we'll get the science lab up. We'll hire a few more scientists if we can. And we'll squeak a little bit further ahead on the research. The really big manufacturing projects, we can definitely use manufacturing for a lot of things, but there are really important things coming up. Somewhere on the tech tree. Somewhere nearby. So, anyway. I have Genshin in an hour, which means I have an hour to, get ready for that. Eat breakfast, that sort of thing. So, until next time, and every time, this is Hadriex. Still not sure how far behind exactly I am. It's already June. Increasingly, I grow worried. Even if I manage to it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Hopefully we can get a little further into Dagon soon. They would be they are my primary target. If I could only pick one of the 4, I would pick them. We've already squeezed everything out of Red Dawn. There's some important things. I think Black Lotus is the second most important in terms of what we can get from them. But Dagon is the one I actually feel I can win against. So, Black Lotus is, difficult. Really difficult. To me, they're the hardest to fight. Alright, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, grenades are a problem no matter who you're up against. But Black Lotus straight up's got psionics going for them. And ninjas. Always the ninjas. And the most difficult thing to catch. Alright. Anyway. Bye.